We start today with truly horrifying headlines from Israel and from the Gaza Strip. I did get actually disproportionately positive reaction yesterday to my assessment of what is going on there with the Hamas terrorist attack. Of course, some deranged reactions, which maybe we'll talk about later, but overwhelmingly a reaction that was, hey, it's a good thing that you're not jumping into any of these sort of extreme reactions that we are seeing. Unfortunately, the headlines coming out of the region are some of the most extreme that we have ever seen in terms of the reality. The the Jewish Chronicle. I mean, this is almost beyond belief. It has been determined that Hamas terrorists murdered 40 babies, including beheadings. What is there to say about such a headline? This is from a kibbutz, reportedly with a population of just under 800, 40 babies murdered. Is that the entire infant population of that town, of that kibbutz? It's almost beyond words, really. We have a report from I-24. There's a lot of sort of presented without comment here, because what comment could anyone even make?
David, it's hard to even explain exactly just the mass casualties that happened right here. In fact, the Israeli military says they still don't have a clear number, but I'm talking to some of the soldiers and they say what they've witnessed as they've been walking through these different houses, these different communities, babies, their heads cut off. That's what they said. Gunned down, families completely gunned down in their beds. You can see some of these soldiers right now comforting each other. Many of them reserves who jumped into action, leaving their own families behind as well, not knowing the sheer horror that they were about to come to. They say they've never experienced anything like this. This is nothing that anyone could have even imagined when you're walking through here. Baby cribs thrown to the side.
And as usual, you have the usual folks saying, these are just claims. There's no evidence of these claims. Of course, you can find the videos, which we are not going to be playing here. And to be clear, no shortage of horrific reports from Gaza either. And reports of babies, toddlers rescued from rubble, covered in soot and all of these things. There's the analysis of the Hamas terrorist act. And then there's the humanity and the reality of what it is to see a baby or a toddler of any kind under rubble or shot. Also reporting from, I believe this is CNN's Nick Robertson about this.
The bodies. This is the saddest part of liberating and taking back control of this kibbutz, barely a mile, a kilometer from the border with Gaza. It's been a 2-day fight. There are bodies everywhere. There were so many murdered members of this kibbutz. Men, women, children, hands bound, shot, executed, heads cut. The Israeli Defense Force are back in control.
Heads cut, as you can hear. And, you know, the unfortunate reality is that, and this is where it becomes difficult to, this is why sometimes I say, okay, we'll check in on this in 2 weeks. Because now you get the influx of people denying that this really happened. You know, it's like I-24 reports it. Oh, that's just some lady from Israel saying it, so we can't believe that. Okay, well, we've got CNN. Well, CNN loves pushing this war. All right, well, CBS is also on the ground and is able to report the same thing. Oh, everybody's lying. No babies were really killed. And so that's where that's where I start to check out and go, all right, guys, you know, have fun, have at it. We'll check back in 2 weeks. But of course, when you do that, then people aren't informed about what's going on. So this is what is being reported there. There are also horrors, realities in Gaza. No matter what the medieval reality of what Hamas did is, and that is indeed the case, nobody can be happy about denying just innocent people electricity or water or food or any of it. So we are going to continue following all aspects of this. And yeah, what is there to even be done? And now the headlines start coming in about Israel plans to target a secretive Hamas commander, and they're are reports of discussions of tactical nukes. Iranian officials are threatening greater disaster if Israel continues responding. Reports of rockets from Syria, risks spilling over to Egypt, reports of rockets from Lebanon, everything questioned, everything denied by someone, rallies celebrating elements of this, campuses plotting days of resistance while so-called pro-Israeli people also come out. I mean, it's all the mess we've known for a long time. And also, we can accurately say that this was a terrorist attack by Hamas. And those unwilling to say that, and there are many who are unwilling to say that, only make the problem worse. Let's now talk about what Joe Biden had to say and reports about American hostages.